change you and you get a new reflection. It's not change the reflection and then you get a new you. We're going to deep dive into this powerful concept. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. Hey everyone, my name is Kim Velez. I am a former trauma therapist and now turned life coach, where I get the privilege of helping so many people level the fuck up, empower themselves, and manifest relationships, money, dream health, dream body, lifestyle, peace, love, security within them, like amazing shit. So I'm so grateful that this is what I chose to do when I came into human form. All right, guys, so let's talk about this, because this is what a lot of you keep forgetting, right? Is we change us and then we get a new reflection. A lot of you are going up to the mirror, you're banging on the fucking mirror, you're saying, I don't like what I see. Mirror, you need to change. Show me a different picture. Show me a different reflection, and then I'll feel okay. Then I'll feel worthy. Then I'll feel rich. Then I'll feel healthy. Then I'll feel good enough. Then I'll know that something is mine. Then I'll know it's done. It don't work like that, babe. That's the way you've been operating, which is why you're living in a reality that you say you don't want. So you change you. What does that mean? You change your story of you in relation to what it is you desire. That is what self-concept is. You change. I call it the triangular effect. There's a 3-point areas that you want to focus on. The first, the foundation of it all, because we're building the fucking dream life, the dream house, on a shitty foundation, it will crumble. It won't sustain. It'll fall apart. So the foundation is your self-concept. Most of you don't know your worth and value, which is why you're settling in your life, which is why you're in constant emotional pain, and which is why you're still seeking confirmation outside of you. You're still needing people and circumstances to validate your fucking worth. You're allowing the outside to keep controlling you because you're allowing the outside to fucking program you every single day. So first and foremost, you got to take your fucking power back. And you do that by saying, you know what? I'm the creator of my reality. Just because I believed these things does not mean I have to continuously believe them. So how can I change my mindset? Oh, I get to decide new things, and I get to create a new story that I'm going to program into my mind until I've convinced myself. You're not convincing SP. You're not convincing your bank account. You're not convincing the reflection in the mirror to be different. You're convincing you. When you convince you, the mirror will shift. The reflection in the mirror will shift. The reflection in the mirror will follow. When you change you, the world fucking conforms. You don't wait for the world to conform and then you change your inner story. No. You do it first. You change your inner story first, and then the world will conform. I'm going to say it again. You change yourself first, and then the world will conform. Stop conforming to the fucking world. That's what we're doing when we're giving up our power to the 3D, when we're looking outside of us, when we're seeking evidence of our worth and value outside of us, when we're seeking confirmation and signs that we're actually going to get what we want. You don't fucking know it's done when you're operating like that. So you have to stop gaslighting yourself. You have to stop lying to yourself, and you want to start taking accountability and responsibility that I am the cause of the effect I'm experiencing. So if I don't like the fucking effect, thank God I have the fucking power to change it. Do you know how powerful you are? You are so powerful. You don't have to settle. You don't have to make the whole world be different. All you have to do is change you, and then the world will be different. Like, damn, that's some powerful shit. Think about that. You are that powerful. You have this massive ability to create the life of your fucking dreams. All you got to do is get out of your own way. All you got to do is convince you. All you have to do is change the story in you. So if you don't like the reflection, stop banging your head against the wall. Stop going up to the mirror and asking it to show you something different, and practice going within. Practice validating yourself. Practice training your mind to think, know, and be different. Practice being the version of you that actually knows they're worthy of what they want. Practice being someone who thinks like with a winner mindset. If I really did have a history where I knew my worth and value, and anything I set my mind to do, right, or any relationship I was in always worked out favorably, you would have a very different perspective of that area of your life. You would have different assumptions when you start dating new people. So You change you. You don't change outside. You're not here fucking convincing 3D. You're not here to convince your mom. You're not here to convince SP. You're not here to convince your fucking bank account to show $1 million and it's only showing fucking negative 10 cents, right? No, you're changing you. Who would you be? Well, you wouldn't be worrying. If you had what you wanted, if you were in the wish fulfilled, you would not be worrying about where the money is. You would not be worrying and living in fear, not feeling good enough because someone isn't in your life right now, loving you and validating that for you. You would automatically know and assume this, like, these things are happening. Like, this is your reality. It's inevitable. It's literally just a moment of time, a second away from manifesting into your life because of who you are. So the world conforms when you change your story of you. You change your story, back to the triangular tactic, the 3-point areas we want to hit to make sure we got everything covered. You start with the foundation, self-concept. Self-concept's the most important thing because it is about you. It's your relationship with yourself. How do you view yourself? How do you view yourself about money? Is it hard to make money? Do you know you're worthy of making money? How do you view yourself in love? How do you view yourself when you meet someone you actually like? Is your story the pattern where I don't get what I want, I'm not chosen, I'm not good enough, this is too good to be true, like that kind of BS? If that's your story, well, then you want to change it to the opposite, right? No, I am worthy of this. Because that's someone who actually is worth, like, knows they're worthy, because we're all worthy, but they're being worthy. They know they don't have to settle. They know they don't accept breadcrumbs. They know that people are capable of rising to the occasion, and they allow the 3D to conform until that is what is presented to them. They don't go chase after versions and experiences that are them settling and lowering their standards, right? So when we look at all these different areas of our life, we have to change the self-concept. Then you want to change your story generally. So whether it's the world, right? Some of you have a really negative concept about the world. Change the story of what the world gets to look like and feel like for you. I know for me, the world is a loving place. The world is kind. The world is abundant. The world is amazing. There's always good things happening. I really do believe that, which is why I have a lot of good things happening. And I usually meet people who have that same mindset and create those experiences in my life. And then you want to change your story in that particular area where you've had a pattern and outcomes that are not what you desire, right? So love is easy. Love feels good. You know, any person I'm dating or involved with romantic, my God, we just click. It's just so easy and effortless. They always love me and adore me and commit to me. It feels so good. I always feel safe that we bring out the best in each other. It's so nurturing and supportive and uplifting, right? I have the best friends in the world. The friends are so amazing in my life. I just love these people I hang out with. We have the best conversations. I always feel like $1,000,000 when I'm with them, right? Like, this is the shit you get to create for yourself. Right? Then with money, right? Money's easy for me to make. Money is my best friend. Money is always there for me. I have so many options in life because I have all this beautiful surplus and excess of money. Money's always overflowing for me. I have such a good relationship with money. Money's always coming to me, finding me, and having my back. I get to be generous with money. It feels so good because the money is always flowing in such the easiest ways, right? Work doesn't have to be crazy. Work doesn't have to be hard. You don't got to work 20 hours a day to make a certain amount of money. Those are old paradigms that someone else believed and, you know, talked about it. And then we accepted that. Oh yeah, I agree with that for whatever reason, right? So you get to change all these things. Then you want to change the specifics, right? So when you're looking at with people, with your circumstances, you can get very specific, right? With a specific person, change the story of them, see them lovingly, change the story of people in your family, see them lovingly, if that's what you want. You don't got to recreate anybody. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. You get to decide where you want to put your mental focus and energy, right? If you want to recreate your story of the coworkers you work for or the clients and customers that are, you know, buying from your business, like whatever it is, you get specific about that story. No, this specific person is amazing and adoring, and of course they're capable of change. I know they want to change. No, my mom doesn't have to be a bitch for the next 20 years. She can change. People change all the time. She can actually see my way. She can actually do a miracle or something if I wanted her to, right? Like, you literally can play with this and get specific and change the story of them. But you can't really do it, especially with love, when you aren't building up your self-concept. So you're changing you. You're convincing yourself that this is who you are without needing people outside to validate that for you. You're convincing yourself that the world can be this way. You're convincing yourself that, you know, you can have this new relationship and dynamic with money. You're convincing yourself that the people in your life, like your family or your friends or coworkers or boss or whatever, or clients or customers, can all change, that they actually love giving you raises, that it's such a fun place to work at, that your customers are amazing. They're so fucking amazing. And your clients, like, you want to be their BFFs. That's how much you guys get along. Like, it's such a great relationship. You get to create whatever it is you want. You're only convincing you of this new story, and you persist in that until you know it as a fact for you. And then when you know something is a fact, 3D does not have power over you anymore, and it rarely sways you. It rarely knocks you out of that knowingness. It might for a second, but you get right back on that version of yourself that really believes, because you've already convinced yourself. When it's convinced in you, when it's a belief in you, it's pretty solidified. Again, we're human. You can't bypass how we process information in human form, and we're processing millions of bits of information every single day. So we're bombarded constantly. So we're going to be triggered in so many ways that we're not even aware of. So we're allowed to have moments of insecurity and doubt and fear, but it's really not allowing ourselves to dwell in there, persist and perpetuate that state over and over and over again. So until it becomes like a normal state, because then that's what will manifest, right? So we're allowed to have a doubt, we're allowed to have a fear, we're allowed to have insecurity, but then we challenge it, we redirect the mind and remind ourselves of what we already know. That's what knowing it is done means. Doesn't mean you just thought it in your mind when you really don't know it. Big difference. All right, guys, if you want to work with me, you want to dive in deep, I have many ways down there. I have my group with Maritsa. That's fucking amazing. We'd love to see you in there. I also have individual sessions that I do bi-weekly, courses, all kinds of things. So we love you. I'm creating more new ways and getting excited for this next level version of me and my business and how I'm helping the world. I'll see you soon. Bye.